Hey, we're going to do a quick review of how to answer these questions. You have your Lesson 6 problem set today is a digital copy in Google Slides. So we're going to do a quick review of how to complete that. And if I look at it right now, that print is really small and hard to read. So I'm going to take my cursor to the zoom tool on the toolbar. I'm going to click once to zoom in, and that makes it large enough for me to read. Now I need to go back and select my cursor. All right, so for the first part, number 1 asks you to find the sum or difference and to type the answer in standard form on the line. So let's do part A together. 10,000 more than 605,472 is blank. So all I'm changing is the 10,000's place value. So if I start with, I'm going to go ahead, and if you want to write your numbers down on a piece of paper, that would probably be really helpful to go ahead and just write them down in standard form before you add. That would might make things a little bit easier for you. All right, but if you notice, I've got the type here text box already there for you. I'm going to click there, and then I'm going to highlight where it says type here. I'm hitting backspace to erase that. And I'm going to then type my correct answer. So 10,000 more than 605,472. I'm going to go ahead and type just the original number that they gave me. 600, no 10,000s, 5,000, put my comma, 472. There's the number that we started with, but I need 10,000 more, so I'm going to come to my 10,000's place value, and I'm going to change that 0 to a 1. So in standard form, my answer is 615,472. Okay, then you would do the same thing on part B with 100,000 less than 400,000. Plus 80,000, plus 1,000, plus 30, plus 6. And again, I would probably write down the original number that they're giving me in expanded form. I would probably write that down on a piece of scratch paper and then find 1,000 less and type my answer. Okay. Then in part C, they're asking you how the number changes. So there, instead of typing your number, you're going to be typing how the number changes.
Ladies, I just got a text. It says.
Then number 2, you have a word problem about a score on, or points on a online math game. So you're going to solve there. All right, when you finish that, you're going to come over here to the sidebar and click on slide 2. Scroll up to the top. Same thing, you've got your text boxes already there for you to type in. But what happens if we accidentally delete a text box? Let's look at that. If you notice, I don't have the blinking line on my cursor. And if I hit backspace, that gets rid of my text box. If that happens to you, it's okay. No need to panic. If it's the last thing you did, you can use the Control button and the Z together, and that will undo your last action. It's the same thing as hitting this undo button right here on your toolbar. Or if you forget about that, or you've deleted several, but you've done something in between that you don't need to undo, you can come up here to your toolbar and you can select the text box and then just click to make a new one. 10,000 plus 40,060 is going to be 50,060. There, I've made a new text box, and it's not highlighted, but that's okay. I only highlighted those numbers to help you to see where you needed to put answers. So let's go on down to number 4. Let's talk about how to complete these patterns. They've given you the number 150,010, 170,010, and 190,010. If I examine those numbers that they've given me, I can see that the pattern is that it's adding 10,000 each time. So I'm going to click to get rid of my text, and I'm going to type in the missing number, which would be 160,010. I would do that for all 3. Then down here at the bottom it says explain in pictures, numbers, or words how you found your answer. Well, I found my answer because I recognized that the 10,000s place value is increasing each time. And I can go ahead if I want to and drag that text box over to make it bigger. Okay, you'll do the same thing on part B. When you've finished, scroll down over here on this left side, go to page 3, and you have a couple more patterns to complete. When you're finished, you're going to go back to your Google Classroom. So I'm clicking back to my Google Classroom tab. You would have already had the assignment open. Let me get to Eureka Math Lesson 6. Now remember, yours is going to look a little bit different than mine will. But if you click the View Assignment button, let me go back to show you where that is again. Okay. So here's my assignment, Eureka Math Lesson 6. Down here, you're clicking View Assignments. And yours, when it pops up, over here, you're going to have a blue button that says Turn In. Make sure you push that Turn In button when you finish. If you have any questions about how to complete this or you're confused, you can reach out to me. You have your parents send a message on Dojo. You can send me a private comment. You can send me an email. I'll be at school all day checking in on grading work and working with virtual students. So if you have a question, I'm here for you. Just let me know. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.